Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem and Kakadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, scattered abroad, pushing out this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. This is 2 Peter 2, verse 5. And spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. So it says, and spared not the old world. And when you go back into the book of Genesis, it tells you how the sons of God, they were wicked and they were going off, and the Lord wanted to hit a reset on the whole world, the whole planet Earth, which we know the sons of God were the Israelites back then, but they were called the sons of God, all right, because this was before Jacob came on the scene. So the Lord, he saw how the world was being ran, and he was unpleased, because Jake always had a thing where they'll do good for a point of time and then they'll go off and start doing a bunch of abominable things that the Heavenly Father didn't tell us to do. And what he would do is punish us. And back then, he saw how the world was being ran, and he wanted to hit a reset on everything. And he did that by way of flooding the earth. Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, because Noah prophesied that the Lord was going to flood the earth. He prophesied that it was going to rain. And the story of Noah, it goes into how he built an ark. He built an ark and he prophesied it, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. So the Lord always had a way of punishing us, and he always kept preserved of the righteous to carry on. And Noah being that person, verse 6, and turned the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes. So Sodom and Gomorrah, once again, very wicked. You had Sodomites running around, and Israel was amongst that. Well, our people was amongst that, And what the Lord do? He rained fire and brimstone on Sodom and Gomorrah, the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. All right. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with the overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. And once again, he always saved a little small remnant and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. So out of Sodom and Gomorrah, the Lord delivered Lot. All right. Verse 8, for that righteous man dwelling among them and seeing and hearing vexes his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. And you could liken this unto the prophets of the Lord today. We are very vexed with the righteous deeds of the wicked conversations, the things that are promoted, the things that are pushed out, seeing our people on this low wicked vibration. You could be around an Israelite in the world and just chill with them for 5 minutes, and you're gonna come out of that conversation wicked, because they're gonna soon start talking about something that doesn't resonate with your spirit. And a lot of times it be adultery, or how they can, further on murder their own. And that vexes it, brother spirit, because we're pro-life, pro-Yahweh Shai. And 2/3 of our people are pro-death, because their mind state is after the ways of the so-called Edomites. Not the so-called, but the so-called white man, the Edomites. They got that wicked mind state. All right, this truth doesn't resonate with their spirit. So, for that righteous man dwelling among them, a righteous man dwelling amongst a bunch of wicked, evil, wicked vibrations, and seeing and hearing vex his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. Unlawful deeds. We were going into that today, and it could be something simple. You could be a young man in the truth, 16, living with your parents, and you get up for a Sunday dinner, and all you see is them serving pork chops or something at the table. Wicked, unlawful deeds. Are you with your friends in the world, and they talking about how they done smashed this dude girl and trying to get you to laugh? That's wicked. Wicked conversations. Right? Verse 9. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations. So the Lord can deliver us out of any temptations. And reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. So right now, you got the unjust. They living it up willy-nilly. They're winning. And it looks like we're losing, but we're winning in the spirit. Although we went through these temptations, brothers got to pass the test. Brothers got to pass that test. All right, and ultimately, the ultimate temptation is the MOTB. And the Lord will deliver us out of that. But the unjust, they're being preserved until the day of judgment. But chiefly them that walk after the flesh and the lust of uncleanness, and despise government. Presumptuous are they, self-willed. They are not afraid to speak evil of dignities. All right. Them that walk after the flesh and the lust of uncleanness. So that's all throughout this world. You can't, that flesh brothers in the truth, we fighting against the flesh. We're not doing what please to the flesh. We're doing that what please to the spirit. All right. But our people in the world, they tending off after the flesh, whether it be being over sexualized, indulging in clubs, overly indulging in clubs, excessive alcohol, weed, the things that please Jake in the flesh, which there's nothing wrong with alcohol, but consuming too much, then that's where you start going off. All right. Fleshly things. So our people are walking after the flesh and the lust of uncleanness and despise government. You know, they don't want correction. Presumptuous are they, self-willed. They're going after their own will. You can't tell them nothing. They are not afraid to speak evil dignities. All right. Let me read this part. But these as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of things that they understand not, and they utterly shall perish in corruption. These demons that are on our people, you know, speaking evil of things that they know not, which they speak evil of Yahweh Shah. They speak evil of us, calling us bums with no jobs. Power Rangers, they speak evil of this truth, but they wasn't given to receive the understanding. Even back in the days of Noah, they spoke evil. They laughed and scoffed at Noah for building the ark, which he had faith to be able to build that, not never seeing rain before. So what happened then is happening now. All right. There's nothing new underneath the sun. Speak evil of the things they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. So that's ultimately what's going to happen to them. You know, what they give out is going to fall upon their own head. And that's going to be the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm going to close out, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakwadash, the Barnabas to the elders and apostles, the great millstone. Peace, salutations to the hopeful elect.